It's been a strange summer so far. Real life creeped in, took me off the show. I lost my big money players behind the curtain, so to speak, behind the scenes. I had to try to go get a real job again. And really, I had this awful experience with two jobs. There was a pizza place. The owners were hogging my tips. That was a strange experience. Usually the tips go to the people making the pizza, the people serving the pizza with a smile. Those two groups, not the owners. They're cashing checks anyway. The other job was a temp job at a big agricultural technology construction firm thing. I was in the tech department doing some data work. That was interesting. I had to rely on my secondary skills, off the mic skills. And I'm like, oh, hey, I'm a cool guy. You want to put me on for the permanent? And they're like, actually, we're selling the company. Everybody's getting laid off. It's over with. I'm like, I sure know how to pick them. Then, most recently, I was like, how do you go on these interviews and explain, like, oh, what's your most recent experience? It's Johnny Spoiler. The real kick in the nuts came a little bit later. My Scream Queen, a.k.a. Jordan, a.k.a. the Scream Queen, she left. So now I'm the one screaming. It kind of felt like a major breakup, right? Like a real breakup. It was weird. It was like I mourned her. It was like 3 weeks of being in mourning and total disarray, chaos, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna take a sip of this thing. It's red. It's cute. It tastes good. And I'll be right back with some home video headlines.
Crack open a cold box of wine or pour something cold on ice because it's the Binge-Watchers podcast.
Well, since leaving the mic, too many celebrities have died. So I'm not going to talk about them. Although I will say I did watch the Alec Baldwin Bullet Rust movie trial, whatever thing. Did he fire the gun? Didn't he? Was it an accident? Wasn't it? Is he responsible? Is he not? The prosecutors are definitely responsible for mishandling everything. Anyway, no, the two, there was like one Twilight Zone moment when like the prosecutor took the stand herself and was trying to explain why she made the most egregious error of her entire career. And then the other weird thing was like the defense kept asking them over and over and over again, why didn't you turn over critical evidence to our team to review to prepare for trial, which is each side gets that, right? Like this show's not about politics or religion or any of that stuff. It's about, or even science fiction, maybe movies, yeah, how things are going, current events, real life, pop culture, eat some popcorn, whatever. You know the show. If you don't know the show, congratulations, it's your first time here. You'll enjoy wasting about 45 minutes with me. No, I don't know. It's probably not going to be that long. Yeah, it was weird. It only lasted like 3 days, and they had some bullets that they didn't give Alec Baldwin's team, which was freaking odd. Anyway, I don't know if you guys saw that. Anyway, I mean it's on YouTube. You can look it up. Okay, I lied when I said I didn't want to talk about celebrity deaths. I was joking you. I do want to talk about the Alf kid. I think his name is Benjamin. Maybe they call him Benji for short. Maybe it actually is Benji. I don't know, because usually Benji is like a nickname for Benjamin. But anyway, he goes by Benji Gregory. I mean, he was found in his car in like Arizona. And they're like, oh, it's heat stroke. I'm like, it's pretty odd. If you read some of the stories about it, you're like, wow, that's wild. Also, it's like, where did he go? He's like one of those child actors. He's in a major show called Alf. What's that? Alien Life Form. Go take a look at that. I'm sure that's on YouTube as well. If not, like Shout Factory has it. It's probably up there on any of the streamers, whatever. Alf's pretty much widely available now. I think you can go take a look at it. But heat stroke in your car doesn't seem to add up, so it's pretty odd. Dun, 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 dun. Oh man, it's trivia time. Time for some savage stats from tonight's movie. What is tonight's movie? Well, it's Starry Eyes. It's about a starlet. She enters a deadly agreement for fame and for fortune. But in other words, she sucked the devil's butler's dick to be in a movie. Which, don't get me wrong, it's a Me Too? I don't know. Do I feel like her? Yes, I do. Me too. I feel just like this girl. Um, I'm willing to do anything to keep the show going at this point. Hit me up. I'm on Tinder. Hilarious. Or that's just a joke that cracked me up. I don't know if any listeners or viewers are going to think that's funny, but I thought it was funny. Anyway, that's what the movie's about. And rumor has it that the movie is loosely based on this urban legend or this myth that an actress was asked to strip during an audition for David Lynch. Who knows? I'm sure David Lynch is not going to confirm. David Lynch's people aren't going to confirm. The tabloids might confirm if there's still tabloids. I don't know. There's blogs. There's certainly blogs that'll confirm it. Anyway, moving on with some more stats. The actress was actually spitting real bugs in the bathroom scene, which I thought was mind blowing. You just assume props. A lot of people don't get in the mud anymore. They're not willing to we got to wrestle in mud. Is it real mud? Is it gluten-free mud? I don't know. Is it vegan mud? Who knows? Because they're going to get it in their mouth and they're going to have to eat it. So sometimes the mud they're playing in is fake. I'm just... List, disclaimer. Don't take anything I say seriously. I'm trying to entertain you for a few minutes. Anyway. The other thing is, Pat Healy shows up in this. He's playing the boss at a Hooters-type restaurant where the actress works during the day. That's her day gig or day job. And he's from one of my favorite movies, Great World of Sound, Pat Healy. But in this, he tries to trick everybody by having an evil mustache as the slightly horned up, middle-aged boss who's like, hey, get out there and strut like a chicken girl or whatever. I don't even know what the fake Hooters is. I forgot the name of the movie. But anyway, they make up a name that's not Hooters because obviously they get sued, libel, all that bullshit. It's not Hooters, but it is Hooters. That's where she works. She goes on auditions. She's going on too many auditions. It pisses the boss off. He brings her in the office, and I thought they were going to go for the cliche of being brought into the office, and she's got to save her job any way possible. No, that's a different movie. That's on Skinamax Plus or Playboy TV or Penthouse on Demand. That's a different Vivid Video. That's a whole different genre. This is a horror movie, maybe. I don't know. We'll be right back with our favorite bits. Talking about getting earlier in the show, I was talking about getting kicked in the nuts. But if you're a cat owner, the cats will stick their butt in your face for affection, and also scratch you in the middle of the night for a treat. Well, I'm getting kicked in the nuts by this cat litter company. They want me to mention them again, so I will. Kind of obligated. If you're withholding checks from Johnny, Johnny needs to pay his bills. Bills don't stop whether the show goes or not. Bills keep coming. They never stop in America. No, the bills are here forever. Go to America. Get the American dream. It's a nightmare, folks. You've been lied to by the HBOs. And then, no, just kidding. HBO's like, now we're suing Johnny Spoiler. He's got libel on his show. Insert any big cable company, whatever. No, actually, does the media sell the American dream or the America sell the American dream? I don't really know. It used to be a pamphlet. Come here. Come out here. Plenty of opportunity. Cotton, gold. What else? I don't know. That's like in the 1800s. Like they had these little... Those are pamphlets. I'm talking about marketing in the 1800s. That's not what the show is about. Well, I did say, we'll be right back after these messages. Did I say that? Okay, we'll be right back after these messages. All right. When my cat's healthy, well, Felix is happy. And that makes me happy. But since I'm not a mind reader, I don't always know when he is unwell. Helping me keep tabs on my cat's health is one reason I use Pretty Litter. Pretty Litter's ultra-absorbent crystals trap odor instantly. No more cat bathroom smell. I actually just, I like colors, obviously. If you see any of my snazzy dripping wardrobe, I like bright colors, I like pastels. So the fact that you can buy litter that changes colors, I'm sold right there. That's the only reason I would buy it. I don't care about the health benefits. I don't care about the signs or the technology. It's just like, oh, it's got pretty colors? I'm in. Let me order that up right now on demand. Anyway. Pretty Litter is super light, color base, also minimizes mess and dust, plus the crystals last up to a month, which means less scooping and fewer trips to the garbage can. Here's the coolest thing about Pretty Litter. It changes colors to help monitor early signs of potential illness in my cat Felix, including urinary tract infections and kidney issues. And Pretty Litter ships right to my door in a small, lightweight bag. I never run out of it, and I don't have a huge container of litter taking up too much space and stinking up the whole place. Pretty Litter helps keep tabs on my cat's health and keeps odors down. You and your cat, you're going to love Pretty Litter as much as we do. Go to prettylitter.com/bingewatch and use code BingeWatch to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy. That's prettylitter.com/bingewatch, code BingeWatch to save 20% and get a free cat toy. prettylitter.com/bingewatch, code BingeWatch. Terms and conditions apply. You gotta see the site for details. Now back to the show already in progress. Favorite bits from this movie called Starry Eyes. Ooh. Okay. In Starry Eyes, what are my favorite bits? Well, the cultist blowjob. I call them devils, the devil's butler. It's like a cult. I don't know. They're wearing their stupid traditional pentagram. They're devil worshippers, whatever. He's an 88-year-old movie producer who can greenlight any movie if you give him a blowjob and say, I don't know, that you're into the devil stuff. Who knows? It's a very intense scene. They play a lot of stuff off camera to amp up the suspense. But who doesn't love a blowjob scene? They're always good. Then she kills her friends. She kills all her friends. She's like a 20-something, 30-something, or she's an actress on the verge of a nervous breakdown because she hasn't had the role of a lifetime, and the role of a lifetime becomes succubus. Yeah, she like totally morphs into like a demonic serial killer, and then she's like full demon by the end of the movie. Oh, spoiler alert, she's full demon by the end of the movie. There's the spoiler alert, folks. That's why they call me Johnny Spoiler. I love to spoil the movies that I watch. There you go. I didn't even mention it at the beginning. I usually do that during the intro, the cold open, the thing I was babbling about at the beginning. That's what I'm supposed to tell you why they call me the spoiler, and here I didn't do it until the middle of the show. Whatever. Yeah. And the way she kills her friends, totally brutal. And then she guides into, I don't know if he gets to the worst. Her roommate was like her best friend. She has like the kiss of death at the end. Who's the best death? Let's see. Oh, she hits another pretty boy, another fuck boy, if you will. Anyway, one of the friends, he's like in the bed. He's like, is he the random boyfriend of the friend? I don't know. It's like a bunch of friends. Who cares? I mean, they're just like cannon fodder, or just food for the meat machine, you know. She attacks him in the bed. That's actually probably the most brutal because she like pumpkins his head. You know, if you're covering a pumpkin and it all just smashed up and it's just pumpkin mash everywhere, squashes everywhere. You know, it was like that. It was pretty intense. Favorite bits. Let's roll it back. The cultist blowjob. She kills her friends. She becomes a demon. There's 3. That's good enough. It's worth watching. Sure. We have this rating system on the show. It's binge now. You gotta get it. Top of your list. Binge later. Get to it eventually. It's worth watching. Binge never. Stay away from it. You won't get the 2 hours back. You can't get your life back. You've wasted your time on this movie. This actually falls into binge later. Had always thought about getting around to it because I thought the idea was kind of cool that like you're auditioning to be like turned into a demon, or like you're auditioning to be taken by the cult or whatever, and it's supposed to be like Hollywood Insider type shit. But just never watched it. It's in a kind of an independent movie, and the trailer was good, and it just got put in the stacks and forgot about. And now I'm bringing it back because this whole summer, actually, before all the shit happened, I was gearing up to plan like the next 10 or 12 shows based on Summer Slash number 6. Summer Slash 666. Ooh, spooky. Ooh, spooky. Scary stuff. And because we always do the horror movie thing over the summer. But then, like, again, all these rapid changes, I was like, oh man, we're going to have to reboot, reformat, take a break, have a nervous breakdown, and then come back and make some more podcasts. That's the way it goes. Let's see, what's going on with the fans? What are the fans up to? Fan service, that's where we get some reactions from the crowd. They chime in with an email or movie request, see what they're doing. Actually, the fanboys are rabid. They're like foaming at the mouth just to tell me that I got the distributor wrong. 3 or 4 episodes ago, I mentioned the long leg serial killer movie with Nick Cage. I'm super hyped about it. It's getting bad reviews right now. I haven't actually sat down to watch the whole thing. Review to be TBD on that one. I'll come back with a movie reaction later on that one. But anyway. I had said that it was like A24 putting out the movie, and I got like 7 bitch slap backs or bad comments about like, oh, it's Neon. It's the studio that distributed it as Neon. We did a course correction. We might have even course corrected it in the episode we were talking about it. But whatever. I mean, it's funny. When things are going well, I don't hear from my fans. But when I do something wrong, I hear from them right away, instantly, across the socials. You know, freaking anyway. I do have socials. Find them. I'm not looking for them. I don't really want people to know about them. Bill collectors, I don't have any social media. Forget it. So where are we at? Oh, that brings us to staff picks. Is there anything else besides the movie of the week that you want people to watch if they're not watching the movie of the week that we just talked about? Let's see. What have I been watching? Actually, on a plane going somewhere, I cracked open Ghostbusters, and I thought it was a freebie. I thought the airline was like, here's a brand new release for you to watch free. $25 later, the movie's not free, but I watched it. Here's the thing. I'm a Ghostbusters kid. I've already said that, like, I love part 2 over everything. I love the bad slime, the neutral slime, the good slime. I love that the evil god possesses Ray. At one point, we get an evil Ray. I like it more than the marshmallow. The marshmallow's become just like a name brand thing, right? It's just marketing. They're kind of funny in the new ones, though, because they have, like, these semi-quasi, not exactly evil, but more goofy little marshmallow dudes. Anyway, I'm rambling. I finally saw most of Frozen Empire. Again, was on a plane. Didn't get to see the whole movie. But for the parts of the movie that weren't interrupted by turbulence, and by the way, I have bad luck with airplanes. Okay, I'm going to do a side quest right now. I'm going to do a side story before I finish talking about which Ghostbusters I'm watching. It's the new one anyway. Is like, Spotify was bringing people to London for an exclusive podcast get-together. I don't know what it was. I was going to go to that. It was I don't know, a couple summers ago or whatever. And, like, I was about to get on the plane to London, and then the engine fell out. And then they had no other planes for people to go to. I would have missed the event. And that was like a real story. And people were like, oh, he was just making it up for Instagram. It wasn't real. No, it was real. And then, like, this time, we're getting ready to board the plane. And they're like, everybody's seating arrangements have changed. This is not the same plane. We've changed planes. Here's why, etc., etc. Then they mentioned that the new plane had come from London. And I'm like, whoa. Based on my past experience with planes from London, maybe we don't fly on a plane from London. My seat didn't change. Other people were pissed. It delayed the plane by like 2 hours, whatever. But thankfully, got on the plane. I forgot that they show movies on planes. And so I hadn't clicked the button to play a movie. I was like, most of the flight was over with. I'm like, what an idiot. It was like 3.5 hours. I could have been watching at least 1.5 movies. The new Godzilla or Godzilla vs. Kong, whatever. I could have watched that whole movie. And then I could have still watched half of Ghostbusters. Ended up just watching half of Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, which originally was going to be titled Firehouse, which I think is a better callback title. And it's centered around, the whole movie is centered around the Firehouse containment unit, the thing that holds all the ghosts, not being able to hold the ghosts anymore for reasons I won't go into. I won't spoil that part. And then, like, the Frozen part comes in because the big bad ghost freezes everything to death or whatever. But so they're like, oh, we change the subtitle to, or whatever the heading to Frozen Empire. Anyway, I know how it ends because if I can't see a movie, I go and look up everything. I look up the reviews, I look at the Wikipedia, I look at the descriptions on IMDb. I'll read everything that I can, and then I'll still watch the movie. Spoilers are not a big thing for me. It's like, I love movies so much. It doesn't matter if I hear everything everybody said about it. I try to make independent decisions anyway, whether I'm going to watch. Anyway, so I'd like to finish watching Ghostbusters. We'll see what happens. So this is what we're going to do. I got like 10 episodes planned. After that, I don't know. I'm kicking around. I'm going to do some shows from Austin, so that's cool. So I'm going to try to get some comedy people. Who knows if they'll be involved or not? Who knows? I'm already tired, I got a lot of creative energy, and then I don't. It goes like this, like a roller coaster. I get really high emotions, and I'm working on all this creative stuff, and then I'm just like, oh, it's so exhausting to do any of that stuff. And then it was freaking rain. I got up this morning, it was raining. I'm like, it rains here? What's going on? Did I bring the storm? I am the storm. That's how I felt. Anyway. Yeah, we'll do some more Binge-Watcher stuff. It's not gonna be what it was. It's gonna be this new thing, and we'll see how that goes. But I'm psyched about it. I hope you're psyched about it. I still have these really colorful shirts to show you. I'm still spoiling movies. Johnny Spoiler, baby. Hey, that's it for now. I got nothing else. We'll see you next time. Peace, chicken grease. Sub, like, subscribe, visit the website, read the blog. I'll be around. You be around with me. Let me know what movies you're watching.